The Mike magazine will be coming to you with more exclusive interviews. Guess who's going to be next? I guess we will never know. Stay tuned to Delta Sip. Angela Buckney here, the voice behind the mic. Delta Sip, where we sip slow and talk what we know. And if you need a commercial, let me know. Want to advertise? Not a problem. We have affordable rates. Call 662-207-2077. The views and opinions expressed in this channel are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they may represent or affiliate with. And we want to say welcome, welcome, welcome to another segment of Delta Sip. We are out here at the Rankin County Courthouse where Leon Seals is about to do his trial for the officer who allegedly called him a monkey. Now, the purpose for the Mike magazine showing up is to do a follow-up story to make certain that we keep our people aware of what is happening in Rankin County. Now, I will say that up to this point, my Rankin County experiences have been pretty pleasant. But on today, we have a judge I filled out the proper paperwork as a journalist 48 hours before. This is my second time doing this. And didn't have a problem the first time because I didn't see the need to record. But today, here we are. And Judge Whitney Adams is the judge here. She's a white woman judge here in Rankin County who refused to allow me as a journalist to record the Leon Seals segment of the trial. Didn't want to get anybody else's. The attorney for Leon Seals did explain to her the importance of recording and that he has a number of trials ahead of him and that this would be imperative for him to have this case recorded. And when the prosecutor, I'm told his name is Trey Spillman refused to allow, or he objected. And so she looked at him and took cues from him. And she continued to say that this trial could not be, she wouldn't allow it to be recorded. Well, he misrepresented me when he said live stream because I didn't necessarily have to live stream, and he did it on purpose. And she ran with it. So Trey Spillman is the one who objected. Now, again, I'm going to show you the video of the guy who actually is accused of calling Leon Seals a monkey. Now, this is what he say he is here for on today. And the judge is in the courtroom right now, uh, hearing other cases. Here's the Darnell allegation.
Nobody said whoop you. We could have an understanding though. We said that we gonna have a fucking understanding. Okay. You mess with my family. I'm gonna take it personally. You mess with my family. Damn the job. Damn the motherfucking job. You hear what I said? Do you hear what I said?
Taking my money from my family.
Let some pop up on my family. Let some pop up on my family. Your ass is mine. You understand? Fuck you motherfucking monkey. Get this motherfucker out of my car and take him to the station. Get out.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
You taking money from my family.
Get out.
Yeah. How would you run? Hey, get your power on that.
Get in the car.
Yeah.
Straight to my goddamn family.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
Now, again, the attorney did give them the fact that there is case law that supports journalists in her courtroom. And she said that if he could get that to her today, that she would honor that. He said, well, I didn't think I was going to need it, but I do have it. And she proceeded to fast talk him a little bit. And she kept looking at her prosecutor. I'm going to call him hers, but he's not. He's a county prosecutor. She's a county judge. And they began to look at each other. And she said, well, I'm not going to allow Miss Buckner to record, period. So I am actually witnessing what the courts are like here in Rankin County when it comes to when it comes to them being transparent. Where's the transparency in the courts? We're not experiencing that on today. Um, Leon Seal's attorney asked them if I could be permitted as a journalist, and I shouldn't even have to go through all of this to record in her courtroom. And then she asked me how I was going to do it. I said, "Well, ma'am, this is 2024. I use my cell phone." She said, "Well, you can't bring your cell phone." I said, "Okay. Well, I have an iPad. Is it okay if I use my iPad?" "Oh, no, no, you can't bring devices." So her bailiff came over and, "Ma'am, you can't bring a device." I said, "Okay." She kept saying, if you would step out. She's treating me like I'm public enemy number one. "If you would step out." Said, "Ma'am, I am about to do that. I'm about to do that." I mean, just aggressive for no reason. And apparently, this judge is aware of what happened to Leon Seals. You all saw the allegations as it relates to the officer. And so I guess when it's something that's dealing with the city of Pearl, they have to pass it on to the county. But the way I was treated on today by Judge Adams, I'd never been treated like that by a judge before in the whole state of Mississippi. And again, it goes back to the narrative that no, the Rankin County is notorious for being unfair. And so I'm getting to see that firsthand. Now she's saying that there's nothing that supports a journalist being in the courtroom recording, right? And so maybe whatever she's saying is true. I'm no lawyer, I'm no judge, but she had an attorney who told her that there was a case, case law that supports the request. What's the point of putting in, asking a reporter to fill out the form, to do a request, just to say no? Just to turn around and say no. She said, "Well, I went in my office and I researched this and blah, 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 blah." We had to be in court within 15 minutes, I imagine. And she pulled us to a different courtroom just to say no. You have to go through here. She pulled us to another courtroom just to say no. Now, this is, I imagine, why they call it Stanking Rankin. And not everybody is going to agree with what I'm saying. But again, as a journalist, I've never uh, heard a judge say you can't record. And again, Trey Spillman said, "I'm not going to agree to a live stream." I never asked for a live stream. Never asked for a live stream. Because what I do, I can record. I, I'm not stupid. I can record just Leon Seals' portion with him, nobody else. But it was not granted. It was not granted right here in Rankin County. So Leon Seals is accusing the police department and the mayor of Pearl of weaponizing law enforcement against him and his family. Now, we do know that Leon Seals was tased at his home on Father's Day night of all the nights, Father's Day night, right? And here we are at the courthouse where I'm stupid enough to believe that the Constitution serves everybody. And I'm not able to even record a story that I have been making you guys aware of since it started. I'm not able to go in and record. Never heard of anything like it in my life. But welcome to Rankin County. And seeing that's why the Department of Justice is over here, because of these patterns and practices. I don't know what it's like. I've been in a courthouse in Rankin County one time prior to this, and I put in my proper paperwork. I did put in the proper paperwork again today for Judge Adams to say no. Judge Adams went along with Trey Spillman and said no, even though Mr. Seals' attorney explained the importance of recording. He explained the importance for his client. Now, that's not even just me as a journalist. I'm trying to get a follow up so I don't get anybody's quote wrong, anybody's word wrong. And I was told You need to get your cell phones out of here and this and that. And I don't understand why is it that a journalist is not welcome in the justice room, courtroom, to do any recordings. I will never understand that because where I'm from, you're welcome to record. Where I'm from, you are welcome to record if that's what you want to do. Now, Mr. Leon Seals is in the courtroom with his attorney, and we're going to see what the outcome is going to be for his case. Everybody is already aware that Leon Seals was called a monkey by allegedly by Officer Darnell Reynolds, and it is also alleged that he was allowed to leave Pearl Police Department and get a job at Capitol Police in Jackson. So I'm not even understanding. His attorney didn't even have him in there. I don't even know if he's even here today. Now I think Leon Seals did say he was able to spot the guy, but we're trying to see why is it that Judge Whitney Adams, or however you say her name, is not allowing for the media to record. She's not allowing it. And then wouldn't even allow the attorney. If I was his attorney, I would have asked to move the date so that I could present it. But this thing has been going on so long in Rankin County with Mr. Leon Seals, and he's just ready to get this thing behind him. And all he wants and his wife wants, they just want justice. That's all they've been saying. And I'm just curious as to see what this outcome is going to be. Now, we do have other people in there who are witnesses.
Nobody said whoop you. We should have an understanding though. We said that we gonna have a fucking understanding. Okay.
You arrested me for nothing.
You mess with my family. I'm gonna take it personally.
You mess with my
Damn
family.
damn the job.
You taking all my
Damn the
money from my
motherfucking
family.
job. You hear what I
Taking all
said?
my money from my
Do you
family.
hear what I said?
Taking my money
You
from my family.
You
You
let
taking-
something pop up on my
taking my money
family.
from my family.
Let something pop up on my
Taking my
family.
money
Your
from my
ass is
family.
mine.
I love
You
my
understand?
family too.
You fucking motherfucking monkey. Get this motherfucker out of my car and take him to the station. Get out.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
You taking some money from my family.
Get out.
Yeah. How would you run? Hey, get your power out. Come on.
Get in the car.
Look.
Straight to my goddamn family.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
And again, we're here in Rankin County. The trial has not even started good. And the judge is flexing, if you will. Flexing. Right here in Rankin County. This is my opinion, and this is how I feel about it right here on Delta 6. I hear people, I was just witnessing a young man who went to pay a fine while I was sitting there waiting for approval. And he was told by one of the clerks in her office, "Oh, you got a warrant for your arrest." He said, "A warrant?" "Yeah, because you didn't show up, and here go you owe." Hold on now. If he didn't have his receipt, she told him that he owed 49.50 on something else. And he said 49.50. He said, "No, ma'am, I got my receipt right here." And seemingly, if you have your paperwork, that's a problem. She told the man he had a warrant for his arrest. A warrant. He paid the fine and walked on off. Lived to fight another day. She told him, she told him this. This is your confirmation. Now I'm gonna paraphrase it. This is your confirmation. number, and once the check clears, everything clears, you're going to get something in your email. I said, wait a minute, how what they doing business down here? You can't stamp paid in full on the paperwork. The man didn't have peace of mind by what was going on apparently. Because to sit there and tell me I got a warrant and then turn around and say, oh, you right, you right. She told, oh, you right. It's 260 some dollars or whatever. You right. But then that's not all that happened. After she tells him that he's right based on his paperwork, and she goes in the back and comes back, and I'm talking to him, and she said, what did you say? What are you saying? I never did speak with her ever. Never. Because my conversation was not to her. I don't even know her. Some big old fat white woman. I don't know her. You all may know her name here in Rankin County, but she works in the justice court. That's the only way I know to describe her. She's cute as a button. Big old fat white woman. Ah, ah, ah. What did she say? I never did respond because, first of all, why are you angry? Why are you so angry? Jesus Christ. Just aggressive. And the conversation was outside of the window, just me and the guy. I never got his name, never cared to get his name, never cared to get his name. He said, you say I got a warrant and something about the judge. And she told him, oh, I didn't say nothing about the judge. That's what made me perk up and listen to the rest of what was happening. I said, yes, she did mention the judge. This is what I witnessed just sitting there waiting for approval from Judge Adams, which I never got today. And now, to be fair, she said, now, going forward in another trial, you know, we'll revisit this and blah, 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 blah. But why can't we go look up? You say you were looking stuff up. Court hadn't started. You had us in a whole nother room. You're the judge. You had ample amount of time. I heard how Rankin County uh, courts start when they feel like it. One of the judges start whenever he feels like it, right? Say he start whenever he feel like it. So the case law that Leon Seal's attorney was talking about, she could have put it up on her phone if she wanted to. She could have very well put it up on the phone. But did she do it? Nope. Nope. You're the judge. I've been in court with a friend who asked me to come go. Judge came when she wanted to come. Now, she did explain that it was something going on. She did do that. I think his traffic was bad or something happened. But she did explain it. Now, I'm saying all that to say this. Judge Adams could have very well said, thank you for your patience. We had to do this, that, and the third, and now we're ready to move forward. She didn't do that. And, to live in Rankin County, I don't know what it's like. All I know is the stories that I report out of Rankin County. And there's some strong allegations of notorious behavior that goes against the Black and brown community. And I see a lot of Black and brown people in her courtroom right now. And again, I'm told that this prosecutor, Trace Spielman, is the prosecutor for the county. I don't know this guy, but he said, I'm not judge. I'm not going to agree to her. I'm not, how did he say it? I'm paraphrasing. I'm not going to agree to a live stream. Um, okay. But you misrepresented me because I can record as well. I record too. And the purpose for the recording is to make certain that we get the quotes absolutely correct. Because what we don't want to do is paraphrase in articles. We need the actual quote. Even with handwriting, the quote, you can get it wrong. And as a journalist, I would like to do my due diligence to all parties. But how can you do that when the judge just plain out says no? Welcome to Rankin County, everybody. Welcome to Stanking Rankin County. Now, people say, well, the judge has the right to say what goes on in the courtroom. And I get it. But what happens when you have an attorney who makes you aware of the case law? I guess you just wait until next time. But again, this is the case where Leon Seals is out there and he was allegedly called a monkey. This is not the only case. Here's another um, case where body cam footage was released, okay, by someone who allegedly works in Pearl Police Department. So it goes from Pearl to Rankin County, from Pearl Police to Rankin County, back and forth, like this vicious cycle. Now, these again, these are allegations, and this says, hey, this could come back to bite us. Let me pull the other one up. It could come back to bite you in the butt because the body cam footage was released by a third party. And now, after the body cam was released by a third party, guess what? They still released the email that came out allegedly. Judge Whitney Adams said no to transparency. She is apparently refusing to be transparent about what happened or make the people know. Even if Leon Seals is lying, let the people know. If Leon Seals is not being truthful, this is now the time to allow the general public to know what is happening. Okay? Because we don't know what they have. Why not allow the people to see the footage that you have? Because what we see is only a snippet. Leon Seals probably got out there and cut up from the flow up. We don't know. But we want to be able to be honest and fair. And we're not able to do that right here in her justice court. His attorney said that according to his attorney, he was able to find where a journalist is supposed to be able to record. And instead of looking that up and then talking back to the prosecutor, she just made a judgment. And a lot of people probably don't see a problem with that. But if you've been following this case like I have, this case is very taxing, is very draining. And to put in a request just to be denied, we followed the rules. We put in the paperwork. We put the paperwork in, all for you to say no. Just for you to say no. I'm trying to understand what is really going on in Rankin County and why the Department of Justice is truly here in Rankin County. I really want to know. I'm going to play that video again. And again, we don't know what else happened on that video. All we know is what they are alleging on this so-called leaked video.
Nobody said whoop you. We could have an understanding though. We said that we don't have a fucking understanding. Okay, you arrested me for nothing. You mess with my family. I'm gonna take it personally. You mess with my family. Damn the job. Damn the motherfucking job. You hear what I said? Do you hear what I said? Taking my money from my family. Let some pop up on my family. Let some pop up on my family. Your ass is mine. You understand? Fuck you, motherfucking monkey. Get this motherfucker out of my car and take him to the station. Get out. Yeah. Get the fuck out. You taking money from my family. Get out. Yeah. How would you run? Hey, get your power out. Get in the car. Yeah. Straighten to my goddamn family. Fuck you.
Now, the judge went on to make a statement, something about because I'm not a part of the case or have a vested interest in what's going on with the trial. I'm not a part of Mr. Leon's trial. That she didn't really see a need for me to record or be in the court recording. And this is after you see the paperwork, you see the entity that I represent. You see that I'm the media, and even the attorney said, "Man, she's media. She's the media, judge. She's the media, judge. Don't you see? Can't you see that media is not welcome? Media is not welcome. Not today. Not today, right? Not today." And again, they're going before a white woman judge, Whitney Adams, on today. And I'm just curious as to know, why didn't she take the time to Google the case, or black law or whatever they call it? I'm no lawyer. Why didn't she take the time to look it up if she was concerned? You know, I I remember when the Goon Squad was being sentenced, the judge said, I'm gonna have to go to my chambers for a second. I'm gonna go to my chambers for a second. And it was at that moment when the youngest guy from the Goon Squad was about to be sentenced. And this is one of the guys, it was one of two who I cried for because he's so young. Wrong place, wrong time. Saying all that to say this: the judge had the liberty to say, "I'm going to my chambers, give me 5 minutes," or whatever. I can't remember verbatim what he said, but he said, "I'm going to go to my chambers." And we had to wait for the judge. We had to wait. But that didn't happen today. The judge didn't say, "Give me a second to go to my chambers. Let me give me a second." Never said that. Never said, give let me be fair about this. Let me look at this. Let me give me a second.
Nobody said whoop you. We should have an understanding though. We said that we gonna have a fucking understanding. Okay? You arrested me for nothing. You mess with my family. I'm gonna take it personally. You mess with my family. Damn the job. You taking all my damn the motherfucking job. You hear what I said? Do you hear what I said? Taking my money from my family. Let something pop up on my family. Let something pop up on my family. Your ass is mine. You understand? Fucking motherfucking monkey. Get this motherfucker out of my car and take him to the station. Get out. Yeah. Get the fuck out. You taking money from my family. Get out. Yeah. How would you run? Hey, get your power out. Get in the car. Yeah. Straight to my goddamn family. Fuck you.
Now, allegedly, this was Darnell Reynolds. We really don't know the real name. The video says Williams. It's a lot we just don't know, and it's a lot that Mississippi is not privy to seeing on today. Got a question here. It says, "Are most of the black cops in the Delta area anti-black?" See, this goes past the Delta. We're in Rankin County. We're past Jackson, honey. The Department of Justice is in Rankin County as we speak, due to the Goon Squad and the patterns and practices. And it has even gone as far as them touching down in Pearl, Mississippi. And this is where Leon C. alleging that he's getting all of this backlash from Pearl, Mississippi. And he's saying that the mayor, who once served as law enforcement, is running the police department. Now, I tell people all the time, the Department of Justice is watching the Mike Magazine's page. They are watching. And I'm not saying that to brag or anything, be braggadocious, but they are fact finding and collecting information. And this is not looking good for Rankin County. This does not look good when you don't take the opportunity to say, give me a second. Let me call you a liar, Mr. Lawyer, for saying there's a case study out there, case law. Let me prove you wrong, brother, because what I saw don't match with what you saying. She never went to try to prove him wrong, right? She never went to say, well, I understand what you're saying, but that case law is not for what we're talking about today. Didn't even take the time. And can you imagine Leon Seals, who claims that the Pearl Police Department has been weaponized against him, is now witnessing Judge Adams seemingly not give a damn. And she just goes on. She just goes on. We're going to wait out here until Leon Seals comes because I'm curious as to know what's going to happen with this ruling, with her case, within her courtroom. And then she says, next time, but not today, not today. What? Are you serious? This is the day that it should be. You should allow media to record only Mr. Leon Seals. Record, not live stream, but record. How do you
Nobody said whoop you. We should have an understanding though. We said that we gonna have a fucking understanding. Okay. You arresting me for nothing. You mess with my family. I'm gonna take it personally. You mess with my family. Damn the job. Damn the motherfucking job. You hear what I said? Do you hear what I said? Taking my money from my family. Let some pop up on my family. Let some pop up on my family. Your ass is mine. You understand? Fuck you motherfucking monkey. Get this motherfucker out of my car and take him to the station. Get out.
how do you as a judge explain not allowing the media to cover this story to the fullest extent? I am just flabbergasted that a judge in Mississippi who sits over these courts would not allow media to cover allegations as shocking as this. But it's Mississippi. I tell people, welcome to Mississippi. Welcome to Mississippi, honey. This is what happens. Thank you so much for the super chat. Boom Junglewood. Thank you so much. I tell people, welcome to Mississippi. Welcome to Mississippi. You have allegations of a Pearl police officer calling a citizen a monkey, and then he's able to go on, allegedly, to work for Capitol Police or wherever he went on to work for. But from what I'm told, he was never written up by his superior, who was allegedly a white man. He's never written up by his superior for name calling a citizen who was already in his custody. And one thing about somebody being in your custody, you're already in authority. What's the purpose? Listen at this. What's the purpose for Darnell Reynolds, allegedly, because I still don't know if it was him, saying, you monkey, you monkey, and never being written up for it, from what I'm told. And they can't discuss personnel matters, but I'm told that he's not able, he's not there anymore. But he was allowed to leave Pearl. See, and it seemed like with Jackson, now I know with all the things with what's going on with these indictments and allegations over there, that We're going to get the riffraff from Rankin County and bring them over to Jackson. And we're going to beat Jackson into submission. That's what it sounds like to me. We're gonna take all the rogue officers, whoever they may be, and we are going to uh, use them as transplants in Jackson, Mississippi. I don't know. That's what it seems like to me. And again, I like to tell people, welcome to Mississippi. Welcome. Welcome to Mississippi. This is going to be very interesting. I am curious as to know what is going to happen as they come out. I just saw Brother Fred Chambliss. Yes, he took him a bathroom break. But we are out here and we are trying to see if there is going to be any justice in this courtroom on today.
Nobody said whoop you. We should have an understanding though. We said that we don't have a fucking understanding. Okay,
You arrested me for nothing,
you
man.
mess with my family. I'm gonna take it personally.
You mess with my
Damn
family.
damn the job.
You taking all my
Damn the
money from my
motherfucking job. You hear what I
Taking all
said?
my money from my
Do you
family.
hear what I said?
Taking my money
You
from my family.
You
You
let
taking-
some pop up on my
taking my
family.
money from my family.
Let some pop up
You
my
taking my
family.
money
Your
from my
ass is
family.
mine.
I love
You
my
understand?
family too.
Show it, fucking motherfucking monkey. Get this motherfucker out of my car and take him to the station. Get out.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
You taking money from my family.
Get out.
Yeah. How would you run? All right, get your power out.
Fuck. Get in the car. Straighten to my goddamn family. Fuck you.
Is that is old, and they are in what's surprising to me is that they are just now getting to this trial, this case. This case should have been talked about long ago. It should have been something dealt with long ago. Now I don't know if um, this guy served under Dean Scott, who was the chief prior to McClendon, or if this happened under McClendon's administration. I don't know. But I would hate to say that that happened under Nick McClendon's administration, because Nick McClendon is very laid back, easygoing, cool kind of guy. But this here, when you have a judge who won't even allow you to bring light to, even if Leon Seals was wrong, let the people know, because people give you their side of the story, right? And I always tell Leon Seals, I need you to be honest with me. Be honest with, it could be something played out in the courtroom that we need to see and show, so we can go back to our black and brown community and say, hey brother, that was wrong what you did. That's wrong. But as a watchdog journalist, when they tie your hands and you're not able to do it, okay, okay, thank you. She said that happened under Dean. And for the record, Leon Seals has told me that he's never had a problem with Dean Scott, ever. Never had a problem with Dean Scott. Doesn't even have a problem with Nick McClendon. It's just the officer who, when you're wearing a badge, you already have authority. You're going in the name of the state of Mississippi. You don't even have to uh, flex on people or act a certain kind of way, because, and I'm telling you, if people would look at Nick McClendon and the way he carries himself, I think that he's a true model of how to set this thing back straight. He goes, he makes certain that he's got the policies up to date. I'm telling you, I have sat in, um, I don't know. I have sat in board meetings where he had to talk about things that he's doing for the police department. One board meeting, I'll say that. And he knows what he's doing. And I really like Chief Nick McClendon. I really do. And again, up to this point, I can honestly say my experiences in Rankin County have been good. Absolutely. Nick McClendon, I brag about him to my husband. I say he's just cool, level-headed. When you see Nick McClendon, man, he's out there on guerrilla publishing. Ron Durbin was detained. He's an attorney who came to get public records from Pearl. And the police was called on him by an administrator or someone. And so the chief came, is what I'm told. And he wasn't arrested at that point because he had to go to the hospital. But if you go to Guerrilla Publishing on YouTube, you'll see how well, listen, I'm not just saying this because Nick is a white man. You will see how well. Hey, did you share that?
My phone is acting up in there. I just had to come back. I'm for that. You still
Can
live?
you give us an update?
Yes, ma'am.
We about to get an update. But I promise you, Nick McClendon is the bomb when it comes to the standard to me. I don't know. I like to get to know the person for myself. And I had the opportunity to meet Nick McClendon, and I'm not gonna lie on him. And people are saying he's a member of the Goon Squad. I don't know that of him. But he's a good white boy, that he's a good white guy. I can honestly say that.
Ain't get no service out.
I want to talk to Fred Chambliss. Brother Fred Chambliss,
Yes, ma'am.
can you give us an update on what's happening?
Yes, ma'am. Basically, this is on one of the cases that they have for Leon. They told him to go to traffic school. They threw out the no insurance, told him to go to driving school if he's eligible, and he got to pay the stop sign fee running through a stop sign. So he agreed to that.
Okay.
And we're just waiting right now to have another trial on I guess the land dispute.
Okay.
For as far as him being tased by Lint,
That's not being dealt
that's not being dealt with
today. Right. So the
right.
Darnell, I'm thinking now, I'm telling them when he was called a monkey, and guys, for you all who are just tuning in, take a listen.
Nobody said whoop you. We should have an understanding though. We said that we gonna have a fucking understanding. Okay.
You arrested me for nothing.
You mess with my family. I'm gonna take it personally.
You mess with my family.
Damn the job.
You taking all my
Damn the
money from my
motherfucking job. You hear what I
Taking all
said?
my money from my
Do you
family.
hear what I said?
Taking my money from my family.
Let something pop up from my
Taking my
family.
money from my family.
Let something pop up from my
Taking my
family.
money
Your
from my
ass is
family.
mine.
I love
You
my
understand?
family too.
Show this fucking motherfucking monkey. Get this motherfucker out of my car and take him to the station. Get out.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
You taking money from my family.
Get out.
Yeah. How would you run? All right, get your power out.
Get in the car. Straighten to my goddamn family. Fuck you.
It's working out here though.
Now, Mr. Chambliss,
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
we just played the video where he's alleging that he was called a monkey. Um, Attorney, would you like to speak? What's his name?
Reiner.
Attorney Rayner, would you like to speak?
Ma'am?
Would you like to be interviewed?
Not right now. Gotta go. I forgot my hearing aid this morning. I gotta go get them.
Yes, sir. So, give us now. You just heard
Yeah.
the video of a citizen being called a monkey.
Monkey, yeah.
Now, before you walked up, I was bragging on Chief Nick McClendon on how cool he is.
Right.
I've never seen him upset. And I think part of it is because he understands that he has the authority. And you don't have to, usurp authority or get aggressive and
Right.
stuff. But he was already in handcuffs,
Right.
Leon Seals.
Mm-hmm.
He was already subdued, right? And then we turn around and you call him a monkey.
Well, you know what's so crazy about that though?
What's that?
That type of language is used by the other people.
That's right.
When do you hear us call our own people monkeys?
But from what I'm told, he was never written up by it and by about that, and that the person who's over him was a white man. And I don't know how true that is, but say he was never written up. He was allowed to leave and go to Capitol
Capitol
Police, is what they say. Now he could be in Richland. I don't know. He could be in Indianola. He could be anywhere, but I'm told he was allowed an opportunity to work somewhere else, even after calling another black man a monkey. Is that him right there? Mr. Darnell, would you like to speak? Would you like to be interviewed? Okay, that was him. We did identify him. That was him. He's getting in his vehicle right now. Do you regret ever using the word monkey? Did you ever apologize for calling Leon Seals a monkey? Are you still working in law enforcement? No answer. No comment. And apparently no remorse. I imagine he's walking with his attorney. His attorney could have said something if that's his attorney. But now,
It look like one of them serious talks
but
right
I try to be fair
there. Yeah.
and ask the other party
Yeah.
if it's something that they would like to say. Do like this. I try to ask them if something that they want to say to be fair to them. And because he could very well say, you know what, that wasn't me. I didn't say that.
Right.
Or, they got me mixed up with someone else, but still allow them the opportunity to say why it was said and if it was in fact him. And so we were able to identify that that was him.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, he had no comments. What do you think about that?
That sound like a what can you how can you comment to that? You on black and white. It's video. This is audio and video. What can you say to that? Like that walk right there, that look like a serious walk.
What do you mean serious walk?
Like you gotta take a cigarette and walk with your attorney to discuss how they're gonna move forward with this. It's like he got a lot of things going on.
So did they discuss this? Is Leon Seal still in the courtroom?
Yes, he's still in the courtroom.
Okay.
That case is coming up later on.
Oh,
After
so
that.
they've not heard that
No, they
one
have
yet.
not. No, they haven't heard that one.
Okay.
They're getting the other cases out the way that's inside the courtroom, so they're gonna go ahead and move with them. But I don't know how they like the way the only way I can see them.
Tell everybody what you witnessed the judge do in there before. I filled out the proper paperwork like a journalist is supposed to do. They pulled us to a separate room, and the judge, before I left with my phone, the judge would say, yeah, you can't have your device. You need to move your device. You need, take it out of here.
Right.
I said, ma'am, I'm going to do that.
Right.
And the way she was speaking is as if I was trying not to do what she said.
Right.
But I follow directives really well.
There you go.
Leon Seals. Leon Seals. How did you feel about the judge not allowing media to record what's going on? Get it. You can get in there with him.
Don't sound like everyone on the same page. I think the media, like I be watching court cases. I see WLBT, they consider like the media, and so I don't understand completely.
Let's turn around so the sun can get in
What's
your
that?
face.
She said maybe next time she'll have some answers for
She
it.
said maybe
Right.
next time or something like that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
kind
It sound like a cover up, another cover up to me. That's what they can't, like you said, they can't even get.
Have you all ever gone before Judge Adams before?
no man. Well, I have went before Judge Adam on another case.
Uh-huh.
She seemed to be pretty fair so far. All the other times I went before, but hey, this like I said, I think this case here probably they chance of winning maybe 1%.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how it's gonna go.
Well, they say it's all about what you can prove in court.
Right. It's
Right.
supposed to be what you can prove, and they're supposed to put the videos up on the screen.
Yeah, they said they're gonna let the thing down and we're gonna play it.
You
He
got-
just did the nervous walk with the cigarettes.
You got one police in the video said Leon hasn't done anything, so
Uh-huh.
they should be able to shut the video off after that. They should be able to shut it off.
Mm-hmm.
And they told your attorney, the attorney said, why wouldn't we allow the reporter to report? Because he said this case has a lot of tentacles on it, like an octopus.
Mm-hmm.
If those people don't know what tentacles are, that's an octopus has
Eight.
yeah. So they
Reach.
he has several cases in Pearl,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a big conspiracy going on with Leon Seals.
He
That
definitely said that.
includes Jake Wyndham, the mayor, is involved in this. He's the center of all this corruption that's going on. The mayor of Pearl, Mississippi, the same guy who tried to intimidate me when I just stood at the podium and we had our interaction inside the what was that?
at the board meeting.
At the board meeting, and he thought I was trying to intimidate the board, but it seemed like Jake was trying to intimidate me by me speaking on behalf of this man because we presenting facts.
But did you see how the judge talked to me when I said she asked me how did I plan on recording?
Yeah, right.
And it's 2024. I said, ma'am, I do everything with my phone. Oh, no, no. You can't have devices. And I'm going to have to ask you. And I said, well, I have an iPad, so I'm not dialing anything or anything. And the thing was, we've been in county court before.
Right.
We've done the paperwork before, right?
Yeah, they said fill out the form.
It was acknowledged. And now we get here today, and we were only interested in doing Leon Seals' part, only recording Leon Seals' part. And we were told, what?
No.
No.
My attorney actually stood up when you left out. He actually stood up and said it would be nice if you could record.
Right. Yeah, he stood up for you.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
you need to be in there because, like I said, this case got a lot of tentacles in it. It's stretched out. Like this man got cases all over Pearl, and it's just clear. It's a clear
Did she
line
seem
without
to
that.
say, did she seem receptive to what he was
Nah,
saying?
man, she was receptive to the
Prosecutor.
You know,
They say his name is Trey
Spearman.
Spielman.
Spearman.
Yeah, and I could see he was nodding his head towards her like thank you.
Yeah, look like
Kind of. He
was
was
very
like saying
afraid for
thank
that
you.
camera to come in. Look like it.
Yeah, he did not want the camera in on this case. And the only case I was trying to come in on, not the other ones about the tickets and things, but the one where you were allegedly called a monkey. That's the only one because we've been following this story very, very closely. And I was telling the people that the DOJ is in Rankin County for a reason. It's in Rankin County for a reason.
and we got to remember too, Leon was never supposed to get that body cam footage. He got it from one of his sources, so if we never got that footage, that's what he's doing. That nervous walk. They allowed this man to go to the Capitol Police, and we got the footage of him calling this man a monkey. Why he's
Okay, so I have a question for you, but before the question, Boom Jungle Wood said, "Tell him we wish him good luck and justice." Now, there's a question from Miss Ashley Anderson that says, "Serious question for you. If he was threatening your family, how would you act?" Maybe this question is for me. How is a black man calling a black man a monkey racist? Asking you because you seem level-headed. Well, it's not that
Who you said the person
someone
asked the
named
question?
Ashley Anderson. It's not that it's a black man calling a black man being racist. Generally, that is used by, like Fred Chandler said earlier, by the other race. And because he had allegedly a white superior, a
Just
white person who was over that shift,
just
and they
assume.
didn't take control of the behavior or the rhetoric, the racist undertone that was being used, black on black, that speaks volumes
We got a
because it
question.
seems like he got away with it.
We got
That's
a question.
why.
We got a question for her.
Okay.
Ask her why her brother, the chief Nick McClendon, got two discrimination um, charges. Got two discrimination lawsuits against him. Tell her that shit explain everything, and they work for him.
so that's actually McClendon asking that.
Yeah, it gotta
I
be.
thought that's who that
Yeah.
was. Okay,
Okay. And so
that makes sense.
you said you want to know why is it that Nick McClendon has discrimination charges?
Lawsuit. He
Lawsuits.
got two of them.
Those are past lawsuits or pending?
I think one of them still pending, and they said a guy actually died on the other one. So maybe they need to investigate how he died, see if he had anything to do with that. Because we got one of his officers said he a member of the Goon Squad. I got the text messages. So
Allegedly.
I got the text message. Mike George said it.
So Mike George is one of Pearl police officers.
Yes, he's on the force now. Tell her go ask him, did he say that? And tell her come back and talk to me.
But do you have a problem with Nick McClendon? Because I never heard you say
No,
you
I ain't
had an
got no
issue
problem
with
with him,
Nick.
but he just a sucker. He hide behind the badge and act tough. I mean, he just need to do his job, but he won't make it too long. He won't be there too much longer because his sister and mother keep running their mouth. So
Tell us about
that's,
how you feel about the mayor who served as law enforcement,
that's
but now he's a mayor.
him and Nick both was law enforcement together. He the same way. He think he run everything, and I guess they think it's gonna never get nowhere. But like they said in the email, Leon get a good attorney. Seemed like I happen to have one now, and he finna question the integrity of the Prairie Police Department.
Now I have that that email that you're alleging that they said we gotta how does it say? Here it is, people. It says it could come back to bite you in the butt.
Yeah, the time is now. The time is now.
Now, let me ask you for the record: are you anti-police? Because I have here where it says
Anti-police.
pro-police, anti-corruption, and for the record, are you? Let me get you back in here. Are you anti-police?
Anti-corrupt police. Hey, we got corruption. A lot of corruption in the building right now.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of corruption in the building right now. So hey, they already know I got a couple police buddies. Tell them put some in the email, like she did. Tell her put something else in the PTSO group. She put my name in the PTSO group in the Pearl School District. It get back to me. Tell them anytime they mention my name, somebody gonna get it back to me.
Wow. Why do you think that is? This stuff is being leaked allegedly.
People tired of the corruption. They tired of it. I mean, law enforcement supposed to serve and protect, and a lot of them not doing that. They was beat up as a kid and probably raped by their father and all that type of stuff. So never know what they going through. But
But you did say probably.
yeah,
Mhm.
so when they put in a job to serve and protect, that's what they need to do. Leave the other stuff at home. Hey, save that for somebody else. Take it out on their wife or somebody like that.
Have you heard anything about an officer being struck on I-20 from
I
Pearl Police
seen
Department?
I seen news article on Facebook. I haven't looked into it yet.
Okay, gotcha.
Who
Now,
knows? That might be a
I
lie.
say this too. When I got here, I don't know none of these Rankin County police officers.
okay.
When I got here, the officer at the desk, he said, "What's your business here?" I said, "I'm here to support a friend." And first thing he come out his mouth, he said, "You here for Leon Seals, huh?"
Wow. And I keep telling my viewers the Department of Justice is watching the Mike magazine. And I'm not saying that to be arrogant or cocky, but they are watching and having a meeting in Pearl, Mississippi about the patterns and practices over there bleeds over into other municipalities like Richland and other places. Because when they say they're looking at Rankin County, they don't just mean Sheriff Bailey's office. They're talking about Pearl and the rest
I
of it.
heard they down there. I had a source tell me they down there in Simpson County too.
Simpson
Yeah,
County. That's where the Goon Squad
originated.
originated.
That's what Pearl try to do. Try to put out a spotlight on Rankin County and keep it out for them when they're part of Rankin County. So
Wow.
that's what they try to do. They try to put all the blame on Rankin County when Pearl one of the biggest problems in Rankin County.
You said Pearl is one of the what now?
Biggest problems in Rankin County. I ain't had no problems with the people in Rankin County. All my problems with the people from Pearl.
Tell them about your experience when you went out to the county jail that night
County jail.
in Brian Bailey's facility.
The lady treated me nice. The lady booking me in, she treated me very professional.
Mm-hmm.
Only problem I did have was when I told them about my seizure medicine. I have seizures and they wouldn't give me my medicine, so I had to wait a couple of days to get my medicine, and they lied on me, put me in what is
But that was prior to you going for the night. Well, you didn't even get arrested the night they tased you, did you?
no, I didn't even get arrested until a couple of nights after.
Attorney Rayner,
Yes, ma'am.
can I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
Come on, Leon. The Mike magazine and the Jackson Advocate. Just wanted to know, how do you feel about the judge not allowing the media to come in and record on video the proceedings for just your client only?
Well, I was disappointed in that, but she made a ruling based on the law
Mhm.
and on what she perceives to be the law anyway.
You did mention that there is case law.
Well, there's case law that says when you don't have a certified court reporter
Mm-hmm.
for a court proceeding, then you are allowed to electronically record it.
Mm-hmm.
And I would think that a video is an electronic recording.
Absolutely.
So that was my argument,
Yes, sir.
and I was disappointed because I think this hearing is going to be a very important one
Yes, it
for
is.
the following hearings.
Mm-hmm.
So we got an opportunity to hem up these officers because some of these officers are going to be the same officers on the other 10 or 12 charges they've got against Mr. Seals.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Again, we are out here at the Rankin County Courthouse. You just heard from Mr. Leon Seals' attorney. He told you the importance of having a reporter in there to record electronically. And nobody is in there to record electronically from the media. And it's okay. It's quite all right. It is quite all right. And like he said, the judge made a ruling based on what she perceived the law to be. But I am curious as to know how often this is done where reporters are not welcome to record electronically in justice court, right? Because there's no stenographer there. There's nobody there, typing away, to my knowledge, and based on what we just heard from the attorney for Leon Seals. This is a really, really important case. And for those who are just tuning in and don't know what what we're talking about, we were able to talk to Darnell, Mr. Darnell, Officer Darnell. Now, here's another case that his attorney just mentioned that we have not talked about. Take a listen.
He chose the man to go in the house. He stole a car. I attacked the man. You're under arrest. Don't run it. What? Stay for the court. Get back, man. Get back. How about that? Okay, I'm going to go cop. I'm not doing it. It's his judge. He didn't have no business raising that man. What you do? Oh, you not telling me to shut your mouth. I'm tired of this. Okay, we can stay up here now, okay? I said you in arrest. You walked away from me. All right, go ahead. I already see come up to us. Leah just walked out the house.
And again, that's another case that he's representing Mr. Leon Seals on as well, where he was tased at home by Lieutenant Lentz, who is at the Pearl Police Department. And so we are curious as to know what is going to happen with that case. And it is so important that we keep our eyes on this case here with Officer Darnell and Leon Seals, because again, they could very well have some information that we are not privy to. And I just wish that the judge would have allowed media to record electronically. And we're going to see if there's a violation, constitutional violation for what happened today. We're going to have to follow that down to the bone to see if there's any type of violation for not allowing the media to record electronically.
Nobody said whoop you. We should have an understanding though. We don't have a fucking understanding. Okay? You arrested me for nothing. You mess with my family. I'm gonna take it personally. You mess with my family. Damn the job. You taking all my damn the motherfucking job. You hear what I said? Do you hear what I said? Taking my money from my family. Let some pop up on my family. Let some pop up on my family. Your ass is mine. You understand? You motherfucking monkey. Get this motherfucker out of my car and take him to the station. Get out. Yeah. Get the fuck out. You taking money from my family. Get out. Yeah. How would you run? Hey, get your phone out. Get in the car. Straight to my goddamn family. Fuck you.
Now we are going to shift gears here and talk a little bit about what's going on in the city of Jackson. Touch bases on it just a second ago, but we're going to talk more in detail about it. Jackson Mayor Chokwe Antar Lumumba has been indicted on federal charges of corruption, and he's not the only one. And this is something that we have been talking about. I was able to discuss this on the Clay Edwards show. In the Black community, seemingly there's an issue when it comes to calling out Black people. Nobody is receptive to a Black man being called out, you know. But for me, it's a matter of calling a spade a spade. I don't care if you're white. I don't care if you're Black. I believe in calling a spade a spade. Just do right. Just just do right within the means, within your means. Just do right by people, right? And I just wanted to say that I did get a chance to speak with the governor. We were able to get a quick interview from him. And we're going to play that, and then we're going to go straight into what Chokwe Antar Lumumba has to say. I want to shift gears right quick, and we can't have you in the Mississippi Delta without asking you about what's happening in Jackson. We do know that there is going to be an arraignment that happened today. Some federal indictments were handed down right there in Jackson. Can you talk a little bit about that and what it is that you know?
Well, obviously, the charges are very serious. It is early in the process, and because it is an ongoing criminal matter, I don't believe I should make any other comments.
Thank you, Governor.
Jackson residents, it is with great disappointment that I come before you. My legal team has informed me that federal prosecutors have, in fact, indicted me on bribery and related charges. To be clear, I have never accepted a bribe of any type. As mayor, I have always acted in the best interest of the citizens of Jackson. We believe this to be a political prosecution against me, primarily designed to destroy my credibility and reputation within the community. There is no coincidence in its timing being just before the upcoming mayoral race. My legal team will vigorously defend me against these charges. Again, while I am disappointed, I am not deterred. So I ask for your patience and your prayers during this process. Thank you.
And the charges that he's talking about are right there on the screen: conspiracy, money laundering, honest services wire fraud, federal program bribery, use of an interstate facility in aid of racketeering. Yes, he says his legal team is going to vigorously represent him, and that's what they're supposed to do. And a person, again, I'm stupid enough to believe that the Constitution is going to do what it's supposed to do, and a person is considered innocent until proven guilty. Now, he's not the only one. Like I said earlier, you have the district attorney. The district attorney in Hinds County is being brought up on charges as well. His name is Jody Owens. Conspiracy, false statements, federal program bribery, honest services wire fraud, money laundering, use of an interstate facility in aid of racketeering. And they are pretty much labeling Jody Owens the kingpin of this whole operation. It is also said that based on the indictment that he offered to get people involved in this development of some type of property, fake. If you listen to some of the interviews out there, you hear Ash, what's his name? Ashby Foot, say how he went out to eat with these people. He needed to eat with them. And you can hear this on Russ Latino's show with MPB, right? And that is on our Facebook page. You can hear him say, hey, I wanted to meet with them anyway because, I wanted to talk to them about some other things. Right. And so when he was meeting with them, he said there were some red flags, things that never should have happened, things that they should have shown and they didn't present. And we're talking about Jody Owens. We're talking about the courts. We got people saying that they need to check every case that ever came across that he had anything to do with since his time as the DA in Hinds County. He says that he's going to continue to, fight. They said they're not guilty. And so on January 6th, I on January 6th, that's their court date, and this is when they're supposed to go before the big judge, is what we call it, a circuit judge, and plead their case. I imagine let their attorneys represent them like he said they're gonna do. Shokwe Antar, that is. It's just a lot going on, and we need people in the courts to be fair, to be honest, and to be, you know, we want them to be firm. We do, but we want them to be as fair as possible and walk in ethics, integrity, and truly have a heart for justice and a love for people. You know, there are times where I've spoken with my sheriff in my respective county and asked him if people ever came back and said, I was wrong and thank you. My sheriff, who served as a highway patrolman, majority of his career, he said people come back and say, thank you, Sheriff. You saved my life. You saved me. Thank you. Um, we got Aaron Banks here, who was, if I'm not mistaken, the president of the city council in Jackson. We're going to talk about it. We're not just going to talk about Rankin County. We're talking about Rankin County first because that's where we are today. But we're going to talk about it all. These are some strong allegations, y'all. That indictment is damning. And again, they say they're innocent. None of these guys said they were guilty. None of them. But we do know that Angelique Lee did say she was guilty, and that was in August 14th. And then we had Sharik Marvay Smith, who said he was not guilty and came back about an hour later, if I'm not mistaken, and said, okay. I'm going to change it. I'm going to change my plea. Now, it is said that Marvay Smith is supposed to be related to one of the guys on the far left who said they're not guilty. Now, I don't understand why the people in the Black community, like the NAACP, the organizations and mechanisms that we have in place, have not come forth and said, hey, we're going to love on you. We're going to support you, but you were wrong. You were wrong. You know, if you took money, if you were even in a position that didn't seem favorable as a city leader, we're going to have to ask you to resign. I heard one guy last night. He said, yeah, just step away and do a leave of absence. No, resign. I don't agree with the step away. Resign. Resign. What we playing around for? Let's get this city to healing. Because if Jackson is messed up, so is the rest of the state. I've heard people make comments and things saying, oh, if you're not from Jackson, you really don't need to be talking about what's going on in Jackson. That's that's not smart. That's not a smart comment to make. That's the state's capital. That's the state's capital. And we should not uh, be made to feel like we're outsiders because we want our Black leaders to do the right thing. Do the right thing. It was even reported to me that students, college students, right? They can't even have fun in Jackson because they said the mayor is in there allegedly. And said he makes us so uncomfortable. We really don't like to be there when he's there. Why are you hanging out with college students? I'm not telling you something I'm making up. I didn't even know Jody Owens was married. And the indictment is saying that he said he buys the P word that ends with the Y. He buys cows. And I saw where somebody said in the comment, cows are pretty expensive. He buys, you name it, it's in that indictment. Let me pull up. I think I got something to show you all. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. I talk about the black people and the white people. We're gonna talk about it. Because it's a matter of doing the right thing. I don't care who you are. Boom. Now, this is my second time ever seeing an indictment with pictures. The first time was because of a J6er journalist, independent journalist who I had grown to love so much, white boy, Tommy Tatum. Tommy Tatum. And they had still shots of where he was at the Capitol at and things like that. And I'd always wondered, where did Tommy Tatum go? Because it went quiet. And they had pictures of Tommy Tatum. This is my second time seeing this in my whole life. And these look like still shots from a video. I think me and my colleagues and journalists, friends agree that these look like still shots from a video. Now to the right, they said this is Shoquay Antar making the call for whatever arrangement allegedly. And the picture to your far left. Now they're saying this is the district attorney Jody Owens. You can't see it too good, but he got money in his left hand, and his right hand is on a bag, right? And what I'm trying to tell my people, my black people, we need to come off of this where what happened to Brett Favre. What about Brett Favre? What about him? What about Phil Bryant? What about him? The justice system, if they saw where Brett Favre was supposed to have been charged criminally, it would have happened. It would have happened. This ain't about Brett Favre. We're talking about what's in front of us right now. The news that has been breaking right now. And we're nobody is standing over them. They look pretty comfortable in the picture. Nobody's standing over them, forcing them to hold money in their hand. It's just not a good look. People, this is just not, it's not a good look. It's just not a good look. It's not. Then we're gonna take you to Indianola. Well, we're gonna take you to Indianola. Black people, my people. We got three grumpy old men who had a city attorney they would not listen to. She told them, don't cut the check. Don't cut it. We don't have a contract with Mr. Fred Spencer. We don't have a contract with him. Don't cut the check. But guess what? Now you have been served by the state mechanism, the ghost of Mississippi, Shad White. And not just Shad White, but the Attorney General Lynn Fitch. And you got to pay this money back. But guess what? There was a press release that went out that says that the city attorney is moving on. She's moving on. You better hear what I'm saying. Let me see. Can I get that press release up in here? Let me see if I can get it in here. Hmm. I don't see it. Well, anyway, she's moving on to Mississippi Center for Justice. Let me put something up here. Maybe y'all can see it a little bit better. Boom. Do you see the hand? That left hand, the right hand is on a bag, the left hand has money in it. He doesn't look like he's being forced to take any money. I I can't say that anybody's standing over him with a whip, but it doesn't appear to be. It doesn't appear that somebody's standing over him. And this is the district attorney. The district attorney. I can't tell him what to do, but me, I would resign. I would resign. But you know what I was told? To resign would be an admission of guilt some type of way. Who cares? You want that place to be moving forward without any type of backlash or stain put on the people or the taxpayers, the city, the county. I mean, what are we doing in Mississippi? I love to tell people, welcome. Welcome to Mississippi. Welcome to Mississippi. Nobody forced him to put his hand on there. I'm going to tell you something. I've been following Shokwe Antar since he lost his first race. This was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, shortly after his father passed away. And we're dealing with allegations of conspiracy. Now, it said when the feds got you, they got you. We don't know how true that is. And some people say if anybody has an opportunity to get out of this, it would be Shokwe Antar Lumumba. So I get it. I get it. Why, they would probably say, just take a leave of absence. I get it. But if it were me, I would resign. I would. Do you see the difference in then and now? Then and now. Then he looked so innocent, just ready for the world. He even told the Mike magazine that he was not looking to be a career politician. He said that's not what he wanted. He said, I'm not trying to be a career politician. That's what he said. Now he's running for a third term. Then he says this is political prosecution. I say persecution, political prosecution against him. But nobody made him touch anything. Let me put these comments out here. Okay, we stopped right here. Here. Okay, Ashley, yeah, we were at the Rankin County courthouse. Okay, you said that question was for me. Okay. Let me go back to your question. He was threatening your family. How would you act? How would I act? I don't know. I would just report it. I'm big, avid, uh, adamant, a big advocate on calling 911. Don't take the law into your own hands. Call 911. That's what I would have done. Hopefully I answered that for you. me see. Okay. She said, not him. I don't speak with Mr. Seals. Okay. And then she goes on to say, this is why I don't talk to this kid. Lie after lie. And then she laughs. Then Boom Junglewood says, please don't take your trauma out on your wife. Then Boom Junglewood says, oh my, I hope you aren't forced to elect a white mayor during the Trump administration. No disrespect intended. I mean, you're entitled to your opinion. And while we're talking about Trump, let me put this up here. Can we get people to simply say congratulations? You know, if your candidate did not win, what is wrong with saying congratulations? You know, when I think about sports, we simply say congratulations. That's it. Congratulations. The world is going to continue to keep going. It may not go the way you want it to go. And by the way, since we're talking about Trump, they now control the House, the Senate. They got the White House. They Congress. They what is it called? The trifecta. Everything is Republican. And we got people now afraid that they're going to have to pay for their children to go to school because they feel like the funding for education is about to be cut based on Project 2025. Well, if you ask me, I truly believe that some of these superintendents and principals and assistant principal, they're too top heavy. It's too top heavy. Nobody cares about the education of the child anymore. And the people who are crying about Project 2025 as it relates to the federal government not funding education anymore, those are the ones who don't want to lose their money. Those are the ones who went to school just to get that degree so that they can get extra money. Yeah, so these are the ones who are complaining. The ones who how do you say it? Afraid that they won't be getting their money. You know, nobody won't be cutting them a fat check for doing nothing. We heard about the scandal, the teaching scandal. You know, Wait, listen. Let me see. Can I pull that up? The teaching scandal in Texas, and you crying about Project 2025. Hold on. Let me let me try to get that in here. This teaching scandal. No, sir, Bob. And the way the scandal goes, the allegations are this. You had an assistant principal, a proctor, and somebody else. It was three of them. Well, anyway, they were up there and they were charging people $2,500 a pop. $2,500 a pop to take the test for them. Hmm. Here we go. Just a second. Let me see what can we pull up. Here we go. Boom. Circle of greed. How a $1 million teaching scheme left hundreds of uncertified teachers in Texas classrooms. A coach, that's right. One was a coach, other one was an assistant principal, and the other one was the woman who was the proctor to say, okay, you got 5 minutes left. You can go to the bathroom. Now, they're alleging that she turned her head and everybody got a cut. And it was supposed to be $2,500 a pop. And guess what? School in the city's predominantly black part of town. I think it's Booker T. Washington High School, if I'm not mistaken. Black people, leadership positions. When are we going to stop? Now, you got people out there in classrooms in Texas, and then I wonder if it's happening in Mississippi. This could be happening right here in Mississippi. It's going to come out. You better listen what I'm telling you. It's going to come out. All of it. It's going to come out. Where the people at to tell them don't do this? You got, I think they said close to 200 people. They said that when the assistant principal was caught taking the test, he was actually taking tests for two people at that time when the people investigators came in on him. And the district attorney says that they're looking at possible life in prison. Life. You see how embarrassing this is. And this why they want to do away with that DEI. If you can't sit there and prove that you're worthy enough to be sitting in front of students teaching, what we here for? What are we here for? And I can't say it enough. These are the teachers who call your phone and talk to you like you stupid. Treat you like you a dog. And they can't spell Adam's house mouse. Dumb as a doorknob. They done found a way to cheat the system. They found a way to cheat the system. Let me see here. Can I pull something up here? Let me show y'all what these teachers act like. Watch this. And I'm not trying to be facetious or anything, but I want you to see. And see, this is why, they're doing away with stuff like affirmative action. And somebody might say, you dummy, this could help you. No, why can't I prove that I know how to do this, that, and the third? If I can't do it, then I got to keep studying. Huh? Or maybe God don't want you to be no teacher. You ever thought about it like that? But I'm going to tell you what happened. Somebody got mad because that black assistant principal didn't take the test for them. And they told it, as we say. They told it on them. Yeah, that's what they did. They told it on him. Hmm. That's exactly what they did. They told it on that joker. But we shouldn't be doing it anyway. If it ain't yours, don't touch it. If it is not yours, don't touch it. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, no, no. Now, I got something I want to play for y'all. Take a look at this. But speaking of Jackson, Chokwe Antar Lumumba, the mayor of Jackson, hear me and hear me good. The mayor of Jackson is in some trouble. Listen, you guys, please share this. And he's referring to this as political persecution. Now, we have been hearing for a while in the world of journalism that Chokwe Antar, and not just him, but the district attorney, okay.
Jay Quellen at? No Jay Quellen here? Yeah.
Do you mean Jacqueline?
Okay. So that's how it's gonna be. Y'all wanna play. Okay then. I've got my eye on you, Jay Quellen. Balake. Where is Balake at? There's no Balake here today. Yes, sir.
My name's Blake.
Are you out of your goddamn mind? Blake. What? Do you want to go to war, Balaki?
No.
Because we could go to war.
No.
I'm for real. I'm for real. So you better check yourself. D nice. Is there a D nice? If one of y'all says some silly ass name, this whole class is gonna feel my wrath. Now, D nice.
Do you mean Denise?
Son of a bitch! You say your name right now.
Denise?
Say it right.
Denise.
Correctly.
Denise.
Right.
Denise.
Right.
D-nice.
That's better. Thank you. Now, A.A. Ron, where are you? Where is A.A. Ron right now? No A.A. Ron, huh? Well, you better be sick, dead, or mute, A.A. Ron. Here. Oh, man. Why didn't you answer me the first time I said it, huh? Huh? I'm just asking, I said it like 4 times, so why didn't you say it the first time I said A.A. Ron?
Because it's pronounced Aaron?
Son of a bitch! You done messed up, A.A. Ron. Now take your ass on down to Oshag Hennessy's office right now and tell him exactly what you did.
Who?
Oshag Hennessy!
Principal O'Shaughnessy?
Get out of my goddamn classroom before I break my foot off in your ass! Insubordinate and churlish. Timothy.
Present.
Thank you.
And that's how those teachers act. That's how these are the folks who are teaching your children. Now we know that was a skit from Key and Peele, of course, and I love them. But that's who's teaching your children. If we got some right here in Mississippi, act just like that, and these are the ones who want to talk to the parents like the parents have got a problem. When in actuality, you don't even need to be in a classroom at all. This is what we're going through. This is what we're going through. Maybe you're not supposed to be a teacher. You ever thought about that? Got a case coming out of Madison County. The family of Tommy Carmichael want to know what happened on the Natchez Trace on the night of New Year's. His mother got a call allegedly, and A lot of things were said, and he's visually impaired. Okay, say he suffered from some form of glaucoma, so it impaired his vision. But anyway, he was able to give his mom a call and let her know where he was. And shortly after that, the family shows up on the scene because they said that he was put out of the vehicle. We're talking about Madison County right now, okay? And so when he was put out of the vehicle, he was hit. Somebody hit him. And not only did they hit him, they killed him. He succumbed to those injuries. I want to show you a picture of the truck. Give me just a second. Mm-hmm. Here's the truck. Here's the truck. Now, the family is saying the person who actually hit him left the scene, but they came back. Left the scene, but they came back in from Madison County. Now, this is the narrative that the family submitted to the Mike magazine. 53-year-old African American black male investigated. This was New Year's night. Okay. Cause of death is blunt, sharp force, traffic, blunt force trauma with the suspected, what did it say, with the suspected manner of accident. And the family had to go and find the name of the man who hit their loved one because they're saying that it's not here in, and even if you put it there, it would be redacted, but the name is not even there. Says Mr. Carmichael was reportedly walking on the Natchez Trace when he was struck by pickup truck. Let me put it back. See that? That's the pickup truck he was struck by. Indications at the same were that he was walking and struck on the southbound roadway, landing on the northbound right of way. The driver reported to investigators. They said the driver. They didn't say the name or redacted or anything. It's almost as if they're trying to protect someone, right? It says the driver reported to investigators that his vehicle struck something, but the driver is what they're calling him, was unsure what happened. He stated that he turned around and came back, investigate, and discovered Mr. Carmichael. Madison County Sheriff's Department stated that the driver called 911. The driver of the vehicle was present. I guess they're supposed to say at the scene when I arrived. Mr. Carmichael's mother was also present at the scene when I arrived. His brother was there as well, and we spoke with him already. Says when first responders arrived, it was obvious that Mr. Carmichael was deceased from his injuries. Now, his brother said he was the one who actually discovered him. He was the one who actually found his brother lying there. He goes on to say that he told his mom, "Mom, back up. Don't come over here. Don't come over here." He says she goes on to say, "No, that's my baby. I got to see him." This is a very heartbreaking story. But we want to know um, what all happened. And this is an official statement that was presented to us. Physical exam showed a black male dressed in a blue denim jeans and a heavy gray coat and socks. He had extensive traumatic injuries to both lower extremities. His shoes were lost in the impact. So it shows you how hard he was hit. And I don't know what the speed limit is on that part of the Natchez Trace, but I'd be curious to know. And I'm told that they took his blood alcohol level, but they did not get the blood alcohol level for the person who was driving. The family is wanting answers. It's just very, very, very unfortunate. That's just another story um, that has happened in the great state of Mississippi. So be on the lookout. We're going to be talking to that family again really soon.
What you're doing right now and download the G Wood Live app. It's absolutely free. There's no cost. I'll say it again. It's absolutely free. It's your way to stay connected and stay involved in the community. Download the G Wood Live app on your Apple or your Google Play. Stay connected, stay positive, stay involved. Download the G Wood Live app today.
Carlos Moore Law Group, Vanguards for Justice. Carlos Moore Law Group will fight fervently for you. With 22 years of experience, Attorney Moore is a distinguished legal figure, recognized nationwide and beyond for his groundbreaking roles in legal expertise. Carlos Moore Law Group is available 24/7. Check out the web at morebymore.com. A representative is waiting to respond to you. Scan the QR code or call 66. Whether buying or selling a home, Dr. Deborah Dace has the blueprint. At Exit Southern Charm Realty, Dr. Deborah Dace is there to assist you. Dr. Dace is not just a realtor. She's an award-winning realtor who can make investing in your future home a breeze. This process should never be complicated. Allow her to put you in the home of your dreams. And she can also help you sell your home. Either way, enjoy your key to happiness and give Dr. Dace a call today. Angela Buckner here. 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 The voice behind the mic. The mic. The mic. Be sure to support our platform. Number one in breaking news, here, there, everywhere. You need a professional commercial? Let us know. Call today, 662-207-2077. Want to advertise? Not a problem. We have the demographics that you need, and we are out here in these social media streets, and we specialize in bringing you nothing but the best in content. Keep it locked right here. We'll be right back.
You look chubby, you're a pretty woman. But eat what you're supposed to eat, and don't eat 5 of them. I don't. All right. You know what the Lord gave me to say.
Rosie's Workshop is a Mike Magazine's official small business choice for Tumblr designs. Place an order with Rosie's Workshop. Don't stress yourself. Rosie can do it. You can't think of a gift to get someone, whether it's a teacher, friend, church member, you name it. You should consider today going to Rosie's Workshop. That's Rosie Blackshire at rosiesworkshop@gmail.com or on Facebook. 662-635-3029. Call today.
The Mike Magazine. Facebook is okay. However, YouTube is way better. Go follow my mom on YouTube.
That's right.
Like, subscribe, get notified. Timothy Buckner here, a voice behind the mic.
And remember, if you need a professional commercial, let me know.